everybody. This is another Tuesday Dream Connections webinar. These have been ongoing now for 10 years. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And I know. So I had to lay that groundwork because tonight I don't want you guys to feel old just because our guest tonight met in 2014. We've been doing this longer than that. So you guys are still in the newlywed category. But Paul and Tanya Barrington, welcome, guys. How are you doing?
Great.
Awesome.
You can talk.
She's adorable. And by the way, it's really cute because in 2015, we did an interview with them and Paul did all the talking. So Tanya has come to life. And so we'll be glad to hear from her tonight and share the story. So guys, we're here tonight. Dream Connections, if we have some new people on the YouTube channel or just finding us, Dream Connections International is a company that really helps people try to find a life partner from different countries of the world because we've been successfully doing it. We've done it. And we've helped now from Paul's time. When Paul and Tanya met in 2014, we were a smaller little company. You know, now we've helped well over 300 couples marry and come together and been very successful. So it's kind of a joy to share with the couples on the other side because, guys, we still have guys who want to believe it's true. So Paul and Tanya, welcome. Give the guys a little background on your story and that it can be true.
Yeah.
We'll turn our phones off.
Okay. Hey, while you're doing that, let's kick this off with a 2-minute video. I want to do the slideshow, and then we'll talk about your lives together. Okay, that's just freaking awesome.
It was nice. That covered a lot of pretty long time period too.
Well, the nice part is like, first of all, I think I was just talking to a guy today who really just at 40 now is realizing he hasn't done anything for himself, hasn't had adventure, gotten out of the country. And I'm looking at this 5 years of your life, and you guys have done stuff.
Oh, yeah. A lot. We've done a lot. Yeah.
It's really amazing and making the dream come true. All right. So now, previously, we did a whole interview with basically you talking, Paul. And then we saw your life. So Tanya. So
well, she has a big announcement too, right?
Really?
Yeah.
What? I became American citizen. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations. Nice. Welcome. Well, Tanya, tell us, let's go back to the beginning. You came to a Dream Connections event, and tell us your story, what you were expecting, how you heard about us, and then meeting this guy. Go back 6 years and give us a refresher.
It's not fair, Mark. You're gonna check my English now. It's not so good. I'm so sorry.
It's wonderful.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
So I wasn't expect meet Paul. I just like relaxed. It was 6 years ago. I had a how it's called company when I was
Another dating company.
some dating company, Slavianka, who is just like working with you or just been working with you. So they invited me. So on the 7th. So and I had no idea what does it mean. It was first time for me, but I was pleasantly surprised how awesome it was. How awesome was it?
That's right. First time.
First time, right? Thank you.
Yes.
So it was really big event. It was nice event. Everything was like excellent on highest level. And it just was really like, I don't know, like fairy tale. I'm telling about fairy tale. So I still have my friends in Ukraine or ladies who are just looking for men, and I'm just keep telling them, just go to Dream Connection. It's just really the best event what happens with me. So I just relax. I wear some my wearing what I was wearing, so pretty dress. Like I show who I am. So, and we met each other. Like Paul probably didn't remember me because he had a lot of dating with a lot of girls. And Lena, we had our translator, Lena. She helped us a lot. Because I knew English on the level school, and that's it. But Paul's English, so American English is different English what I've been learning with UK English, and Paul came from Texas, but Texas English more different than American English. It was hard for me to understand anything.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
So the translator Lena helped us a lot. So we had one date. Two dates. Two dates in September 2014. We had 2 dates, and it was just nice. I feel so in first date I feel this like it's kind of like my man. He's so nice, he's so shine, he's a sportman. So I also used to go to sport club to also like it all my life, and it was like we found each other just like our habit. So we both love sport life. It's our like lifestyle. And after that, we were like friends. After that, we started chatting about 9 months, and we became closer and closer and closer. So, and then I told baby, just like you have to come and we have to figure out something, what we're gonna do. Because we are afraid. We were not afraid. We were scared, like from our previous relationship, and we are not young to trust, like person who just you met, just right now. We have to know each other closer. Then he came in May 2015. He proposed to me. What was just like I hoping it will be, but if it will be not, it's okay. I just like enjoyed to be with him. And we met you guys in Odessa several times. I guess with Anna, she was waiting for you. So it was really a nice fairy tale, but basically our fairy tale just keep continuing here. So we just found each other. That's it. That's pretty much a short story. There was my visa process, what is continued, like also 9 months. And then I came to United States with my daughter. We got married and we still married.
We're just married.
Yeah, and the time flew so fast. When you're having fun, time flows so fast, and especially when you're happy, we just like counting our years like months. Oh, when it was time. But you know, Mark, you with Anna like about 13 years, right? So it's just like time goes so fast. Well, that's it. I prefer answer the question because I'm not really good to tell a story.
It's okay because you know how I don't like to talk.
It was fun to see you guys kind of develop and grow in the relationship. But what's been fun is now, because we keep track of most all of our couples, friends on Facebook and other things like this. We watch your postings. And the thing that got me, Tanya, I just have to say right up front, I have to ask, because being a marathon runner is a rare thing. That's a long run. That's a lot of discipline to do it. And I was thinking, like, is she really going to go along with this guy and to do these huge runs, this lifestyle? It's like you're obsessed really with the running. And to watch you, I remember the early days you did a little 5K and I did a little. So Tanya, the thing that I loved about watching you guys is because we keep track of our couples on Facebook, right? So this is how we know, because we keep up with everybody. It's so watching you start to go with Paul on long runs. I mean, and I remember at the beginning you do a little 5K and a longer one, and finally you're doing these marathons. I'm like, is this killing her? Does she really enjoy it? And you seem to really truly enjoy it. So tell me about this progression to learn how to love running the way this guy sucked you into it.
It was a trick.
To be honest, Mark, to be honest, I hate running, but I love Paul. This is what my secret. No, I'm not kidding. I really love it. He showed me really good motivation. And plus, it's easy way to burn like 300 calories in the morning when you wake up. Just go run and you just burn one like donuts, like something like that. It's just sport. It's lifestyle. If you do sport all your life, it's easy. But about long distance, I just want to try. I'm a person who is like my saying, who has saying in my life. You never will know this before you have to try. Just try and you will know. Try, you will know. So Paul explained me a lot how run for long distance, how to breathe. So I never run in my life, especially in Ukraine. It's just like we didn't have any space to run, like for running. And it's nothing sidewalk and no stadium. So here, just like... Here, I like when how the running clubs support runners. They really care about runners. Even you have run a long distance, and here's the hot weather in Texas. And you have a lot of water station. You even have fountain, which is like breathing, like spreading water on you. It's just nice, and a lot of volunteers, members who support you, especially on finish line. Tatiana, Barrington is coming up. I was like, yeah, why not? I love it. And I keep telling people, I just really, this is our races. It's just really fun. It's a conversation. So I started running because when I came here, it's my life, it started like from beginning. What I have to do, my English not so good. I cannot go to work. So what I can run. That's it. That's what a little bit. I started little bit. Let's pretty much say so. My longest run was, I guess, 35K.
Yeah, 30K.
30K, and 30K. It was longest. And I said I never will be run 30K again. It was just a little bit jogging and. It is hard. So So 20, but before 25.
You did 25K.
25K, it's okay, but
half marathon.
And half marathon, yeah. I used to train in, before marathon, like have marathon distance. Paul told me you can run, walk, but I felt I'm not ready yet. I need to train a lot. Have training.
Yeah,
I have training. I need train a lot, probably. So, but I'm not so disciplined like how he is. But I love it. He just showed me such a good motivation. He ran today. I was like, oh my God, I have to stand up and run too because he ran today. It's really awesome. I don't know what motivation I gave to him or keep giving him. I don't know.
I saw a guy had a shirt that said I work out because my wife's hot.
I love that. That's a good one. I love that. Well, listen, Tanya, I got to stop because one of the things you said that I love so much is like, I hated running, but I love this man. Yeah. And I think that's the whole thing. It's like, we go over there and it's like, I didn't know anything about Ukraine before I went. I didn't even know where it was in the world. It was like, but it's like once you're there and you're in love with something, then you want to know everything about it, And so we want to get to know each other and we blend into each other's lives. This is where, guys, I want to correct you because I have some guys that are really into cycling or they're into music or whatever. And it's like, I want to go find somebody who's into music. I want to go find some. It's like, guys, that's not the point. Go find somebody that you connect with, and they'll want to be part of you. They'll want to learn. You can bring them into the thing you love. And so don't limit yourself that way. Introduce them to the world. Paul, you have introduced Tanya to so many things that she's probably never seen or done in her life. And isn't it fun? Tell me about this.
Yeah. I like to get her perspective. And, something that one of the other guys, we have this great community, right? So we're talking to our friends. We have friends now from the married couples of Dream Connections and stuff that we've stayed in contact with. And we got our little tribe, right? And so I was talking to one guy. I think we had only been married like 6 months. And we were talking about taking our wives to these different restaurants. And he said, what you need to do, too, is take them to ones that you really don't go to or that you don't really like that much and see if they like it. And I'm like, I never thought of that before. So we do that. I have done that. She doesn't know because I'm not going to say, I hate this restaurant. I'm taking you to this restaurant. And the other great thing is to me, the whole thing has been a real sense of learning thankfulness. Mm-hmm. Because I've lived here almost all my life. I lived in California a few years, but I've lived here almost all my life. And I everything just passed by me all the time. She sees these tropical clouds coming off the bay and she's like, oh, look how beautiful that is. Look at the way these tropical flowers line this running path. And now every time I run by, I'm like, this is really nice. It's the stuff I guess you take for granted when you've been here for so long, And it's really been nice, to have somebody else in your life that can like, hey, remember all this? You're kind of just like letting everything fly by you. Don't do it. Stop and appreciate it. So that's been really nice.
Somebody teach you to stop and smell the roses and see the beauty in front of you. And it's fun because you go to things that are normal to you, but it's new to them. And it's like, oh yeah, this is cool. I forgot in a way.
Exactly.
Well, and then let's see, to answer RK's question, they met on the September 2014 tour, group tour.
Last 2 days.
The last 2 days of the September 2014 tour. Yeah, that's another point. Some guys get all hung up. It's like, wow, you have the events on the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, and like by Monday or Tuesday, I don't know if I found her yet, and yet what's my saying? It's not Friday yet, right? It's not Friday yet. Relax. Yeah. It's not Friday yet. So here you met in the last 2 days before you go home, and are you complaining?
Oh.
No.
Not at all. I was tired. I mean, I hear other guys say, you're exhausted and excited, and that's true. And I was like, towards the end of that, I was getting really tired, but I'm glad I kept going. So, and one of the things I know that you told groups of guys, and I missed that one morning that I was supposed to be there at 4 a.m. or something. We were staying at the hotel. I just slept through it or something. I don't know what happened, but don't turn any date down. I don't care if you look at their picture and you say, she doesn't look like I would like her, or whatever. You just go. Just go. Take every single opportunity, because you don't know what's going to happen. So,
Well, and it all starts with, and it begins in with chemistry. And the other thing is, photos are misleading a lot of times, because the energy of a person is so different, when you're together. And especially the women, they just radiate this feminine energy. You just can't sometimes pick up in a photo, just go, wow, it's captivating, So the whole experience is so cool. Well, now tell us about the story. So we caught up with you in like May of 2015 to do that interview in the cafe. And now, were you married before then or after then, or is that when you proposed? Where were you?
That was the trip I proposed on.
So you started the visa. So catch us up on then from there. When did you get? How long did it take your visa process, and when did you guys get married?
I don't know. Tell you. Tell.
I talked so much in the last interview.
Baby, but some specific words I will not know.
Okay.
Tell you.
Okay, so yeah. So actually, as soon as I got home from that trip, I was, contacting Oksana and getting everything started. And she went over everything we had to have, and so we went through all that. I'm not sure, how long did that take, our visa process? We started in May, and she was here in January.
About also like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Half a year.
About a half a year. And it was, the bad thing was, the good thing was I kept coming over and visiting. So that helped a lot. We were Skyped every day on my lunch break, because that was about the right time for her being off work and everything. The bad thing was, once she got her visa, that's when they had the big cyclone come through there. So we had to wait for them to clear roads and tracks, all the snow out of the way, just so they could get to the airport. But the night that she came into Houston was my birthday. Couldn't have asked for a better birthday present, I'll never forget that.
That is so cool. Happy birthday to you, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'll never forget that birthday. That's for sure. But and I'm trying to condense it a little bit. Karochi.
Okay.
So then we started planning a wedding, realized there's a lot to planning a wedding. So we said, you know what? Let's get our technical marriage license, so we are married. So we just went ahead and did a small wedding with my family. And unfortunately, her daughter came too, so we had her there. And then after that, we set up a ceremonial wedding where we could have all of my family there from all over the place, and all of our friends. Tanya's friends too. Tanya made friends like that. Man, everybody loved her. I was taking her over to our friends' parties and stuff, and
what's not to love?
I know, right?
Thank you.
But anyway, so we got married ceremonially in July, and I think a couple of pictures were on that on your presentation there. And we couldn't really go anywhere yet out of the country because the green card process was going on. I think we had started it. Yeah, we started after we got technically married.
Yeah.
So
and then half a year. So I got my first green card in half a year when we started process, but it was 4 years ago. Now, of course, it's longer time.
Yeah, but we went to I forgot the name of it. South Shores, Gulf Shores,
Alabama.
I just rented a condo on the beach, and it was awesome. Really, it was really a nice trip. We went over to Destin and went over to Pensacola, just did all kinds of stuff and died in the heat. But but we had a really good time. That was awesome. Like first honeymoon for us, and then later on, when she did get her green card, we went on a cruise with my classmates from high school. A group of us went. I think there was about 15 of us, 14 or 15 of us, and we just had a blast. You know, we went to Cancun, we went to Roatan, and where it's Belize, and we just, you know, some of the pictures were in there also that we had put in there. So we've done that. We've been to Washington State. I ran a marathon up there, the Tunnel Marathon. So we went to Washington State. We went to Las Vegas. Let me see, to Florida, Chicago. We went to Chicago on a business trip. I just dragged her along with me to Chicago. But we got to see a lot in Chicago too. So, and then of course we've been back and forth to Ukraine several times. And last September we went to Kiev. And what we did was we rented a nice apartment, and her mom and her sister and nephew, we all just stayed in the apartment for a week, a little over a week, I think. And they met us on the train. You know, we went and got them from the train, took them there, had a blast, because that's the first time I've ever been to Kiev. So we had a really good time. Got to spend a lot of time with the family. Got to do a lot of sightseeing. Didn't get to practice my Russian because they don't like you talking Russian in Kiev at all.
Is that because they want you speaking Ukrainian?
Yeah. So
not all of them.
Not all of them, but it seemed like they kind of frowned upon it a little bit. Like in Nikolaev, I didn't go there and talk Russian. Fine.
Baby, you have the experience. In family.
Well, in the family, I can talk. It's funny, her nephew and me are on the same level. Her nephew's what, he's like seven? Me and him can talk. So he would come in there and sit on the bed with me in my room at night, and we would just talk back and forth. I was like, well, at least there's one person who understands me.
In English, huh? His English was good?
Russian.
In Russian.
In
Russian.
Yeah.
Your Russian is that good? I'm
on a 7th grade level.
That's amazing, bro. I'm still like at 50 words after 13 years. You know?
Well, I've slacked off a lot because I don't want to. I want her to practice English as much as possible. So I'm kind of going to start. I'm just finishing renewing my personal trainer. Yeah, I had to take a bunch of classes for that. So all I've got left is my CPR AED. Then I'm going to get back on the Russian again. So it's been kind of a whole lot of study, then take a break, a whole lot of study, take a break. But I'm able to put together sentences correctly most of the time. And whenever her and her daughter or her and Anna are talking or Skyping or something, I'll sit and listen, so I still get the listening skills, you know. So yeah, it's been great.
So this is our second thing, what we love together. We love just learning language. So when he's learning Russian, I remember it's helping me remember English word and just translate how it will be in English. And we will laugh at a lot because it's just opposite.
Because we will massacre words.
Yes, it's just like it was interesting. Now he got so tough at work and just like he doesn't have a lot of time. But when it will be just calm down with this coronavirus, I hope we will come back to learn Russian again. Yeah, it's really good, and now he understands my English better because it's different way to build your sentences, opposite different way. And he was like, oh, you know what you mean.
Yeah, because I know she's thinking it. I can tell when she's thinking in Russian, putting an English sentence together, but she's putting it together in a Russian form.
Exactly.
So I know exactly what she means.
Exactly,
you know?
Because it's really hard to start over your life when you're over 40. And especially start thinking in English because it's different.
Same for me.
Different,
Russian, same thing.
Different sentences. So my daughter, she pick up English very, very good.
Oh, she's good. Yeah.
She's good, and nobody can tell her. But keep talking to her, nobody can tell that she's from Ukraine. And she pick up English. She pick up even a Texas accent. She's 24, 25, so it's easy for her. but my 10 doesn't move to the English word. It's hard for me. I don't know. Just you can see it just might be maybe a little bit better than it was 4 years ago.
But the guys listen. I'm sorry. The guys listen. It really is good. Even if you don't go all out, like I just went all out and just learned as much as I could. Because when she came here, it was so cool between me and her. If she was saying something and she couldn't think of the English word, she would tell me in Russian, "What is this?" She'd say, "Как сказать," some word. And I'd go, and then I'd tell her the English word. And she could do the same for me in Russian. I'd be talking Russian. I'm like, "Oh, what is that word?" And she's like, "What is it?" And then she'd tell me what it is in Russian. So it's really cool, you know? And it helps on a communication level altogether.
Especially. Suggest number one for guys who meet each other who just have chemical. It's for chemical communication. This is key for everything. Just communication.
Mm-hmm.
When they will talk more with their lady, they will know each other better. You know. Just like if they wanna to understand better, just some lazy guy can. I don't understand her. Just like I don't wanna even try understand. It's not gonna work. Need communication and need especially a lot of patience for men. A lot of patience. I'm here like 5 years old. I tried to say. He was like, "What you wanna say? What you try to say?" He gets a lot of patience because he was just like he was with me like a baby. I couldn't go anywhere. I didn't have car. I didn't have driver's lessons. I couldn't drive car. So I was like a small baby, you know, and he explained me because it's different world, different rules, different people. So I'm so appreciated. Thank you, baby. So the men need to have a lot of patience to help their lady to stand up, just a little bit stand up and come back to their normal life. And I spoke with a lot of ladies, they got cultural shock, they got shocked because they left their country. And if they didn't have men's support, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work definitely. It's just like they will break up and that's it. It's sad. Yeah, some stories. So, you know, we speak with people. I try to help a lot of girls who just ask me how you handle this one, how you handle. So, by the way, we have different about 13 years, 13, right? Sure. But I don't feel any age different. And somebody, it's big age difference. No, you have to communicate with each other and you have to feel each other. It doesn't mean the different age. So he loves his some band. What I never heard about this band. I was like, baby, I was like 5 years old when you heard this band. Of course, I understand. So this is, you know, just different. I explained him, just show him my band, my music, what I listened to. He was like, no, I didn't hear. So I feel like we have difference, but I don't know, just like it's our life, you know. Just I understand it. It was his life before. It's my life before. So
no, we like Metallica.
Yeah, but we like rock music. We both love rock music.
Yeah, some AC/DC, you know.
Yeah, but, you know, it's never will be old. Rock music never will be old, never, ever. It's just like, yeah, I know AC/DC, Metallica. Oh, okay, let's listen to this one.
No, it's really true. I still, to this day, I listen to it. In fact, I started playing a new remix, a Slavic band out of Serbia with a woman lead singer who's been doing Metallica, AC/DC and stuff. And it's been like, that's cool. That was really cool. So it never gets old. Now, Tanya, tell us about today. So we understand your transition. Before you didn't have a driver's license. But today you drive. Are you working? What is your life today?
Yes, I'm driving for like 1.5 years, I guess. So I have a car. It was Paul's mom passed away last year, so and family decided to keep this car. So it's a good car. It's a little bit old, but good. But I can go any place now. I can go to post office. I can go to grocery shopping. Do grocery shopping. I can go any facility. I can go to dentist. I can call to dentist and just make appointment. So I really feel like an adult person. Just like a little bit problem when somebody called me by phone and I cannot get any word on phone. And second big problem, people don't understand me. And more conversation, So I used to work 2 years ago. It was my first job. I went to Kroger, clerk, daily clerk. So I used to work about 1 year, and it was my first job. It wasn't a job what I'm dreaming about. So basically, I'm dreaming about to finish to take courses like accounting courses, because my work in Ukraine previous was kind of accounting, in retail accounting. So I have a plan for that. So I'm just like an adult person, and I think about it, so just keep my life same like in Ukraine. So after 4-5 years, it just really, I feel like I'm stable, a little bit stable. Of course, baby behind me, he helped me a lot, but just little bit stable. I'm just like a small chicken. I can fly, But now I'm housewife now, because all family is stuck at home with this quarantine. So, and we did repair our house, repainting. Yeah, we moved to this house 4 years ago, right after we got married, and we never paint this. Paul told me just later. And I was like, yeah, I know, I love it. But he hate, I love it. But he do this because he love me. He loves me. So this is probably the reason. This is probably a big secret,
Yeah. We've done a lot in the house.
Yes.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
that's it.
So, no, it's beautiful. They're beautiful stories. So there you go. And he does something he hates because he loves you. So there you go. It all works. So now here's the interesting part, because one of the things that we know, guys, you have to understand the relationships we have between the Western guys and these Slavic women. It's a really good fit. Everybody finds what they really wanted. They're very happy and comfortable with each other. And here's the proof, because guys don't believe us. I tell the guys we've had over 300 marriages. We keep track of everybody. We've had less than 4% divorce in 10 years. And it's interesting because so much talk has been about this quarantine time that a lot of families have broken up. There's been more divorces, but to me, it sounds like you guys have enjoyed it.
Pretty much. If we could just get rid of our last 2 children, we could enjoy it a lot more.
That's great to hear. They're in Texas and near Houston, and it's really just a joy and delight. In fact, it's interesting in the chat here. We've also got other married couples. Brian Cohen's here. John Close is here. And some of your friends from your tour are on here. And it's really neat to see. And one of the things you mentioned is you're also part of a tribe of other married couples. You guys, until the quarantine happened, you guys were going to go together on a big cruise as, friends. And so it's like this family. And so the neat part about Dream Connections that no other company has is we create this fostering sense of family about the relationships you build that last a lifetime. So it's not just, Dream Connections isn't just this international dating company. We're not even just a romance tour company. We're like a relationship tribe that just, we love each other. We love what we're doing. We love to support each other, and we support the new guys. I talked to a guy today who just found out about us, and here we are. Couple's been married 6-7 years. You know, to me, people say, you know, I want to join the tribe. We don't understand what that means. To me, tribe simply means we support each other. We are supportive of people who believe in international marriage. And if you're here because you like the idea, you somewhere in your heart you support international marriage, welcome. You're part of the tribe. You know, and there's Lance. Lance, another married guy. We got another married couple on here. Lance, speaking of cruises, one time Anna and I were on a cruise, and we met Lance, his wife, and I think his mother and father, or something like this, all on the same cruise.
Awesome.
You know, small world, right? We're all in the same. What's the odds of that? We're all here on this boat, the same cruise together. So it's been a joy. You know, really, to me, honestly, when I built this, the greatest thing that for me was the community. Because when I met Anna, I was all alone. There was no support. And I said, I don't want anybody to go through that again. So to me, creating tribe and community, even though we make no money from that, has been the most rewarding part of this for me. So I've always told guys, I'm not in this for if I was in this for the money, we'd be doing letter writing and all the other stuff the scam companies are doing. But what we're doing is just like, it's life changing and it's so cool. And so, you know, to me, I want to do this every week. If I can, I'm going to do 2 or 3 couples a month. I want to share more of our married couples and just let the guys feel like what it's like to be part of Dream Connection. So thanks so much for you guys sharing and for your love. And we'll stay on here to chat with the guys live. So if you're watching on YouTube, get on the live calls on Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, you can join us and you can hang on with Chris Dwellette when he runs overtime. When we finish the official program, we always do this. And the tribe, the brotherhood is here. We love to talk to each other and become part of our family. So, but I would ask you guys, because the one reason I think it's so great to bring on married couples is because there's always this lingering doubt. Is it real? You know, is this something I can trust Dream Connections? Can it really happen? So, you know, just give some final thoughts or words from these guys out here who are new to Dream Connections or thinking about this, what you would really say about this whole process, this family, this adventure.
Well, it is real. And, you know, the thing that kind of blew me away, and I think I've heard Mark talk about this way back in the past, is once we connected and we were like dating, and then she came home and we got married, for a long time, I thought I was in a dream. And I actually had a little bit in the back of my head that said, do I really deserve this? No, I mean, I know you've talked about this before. Some guys will, you know, because of the way that a lot of guys are treated by American women. And then when you meet somebody, you're like, wow, you know, before, what was the difference between before and now? Now I have somebody who makes me feel like a man. Whereas before I had somebody who almost wanted to neuter you, you know? And it's like when you live under that premise for such a long time, it's kind of hard to knock those cobwebs out. They eventually came out, but they're out. Now it's like, man, I just can't believe it. I look at her, sometimes she'll go, what? I'm just staring at her. She's like, what? I'm like, you're just so beautiful. I just can't believe it. You know, to me, it's just, she's so sweet. Everybody loves her. She likes to get things done, which is really cool because I don't always like to get things done. So, and,
because we like completed each other, you know.
Yeah.
He hates this, I like this. I hate this, he loves this, and we just like, that's how it works, you know. Because when you're in marriage, you don't think about yourself. You think about the person who you love. You know, just like you wanna do everything for person who you love, and it's just like, it's not like I'm really like let him like punish me and something like that. No, we just appreciate each other. You know, and we don't try to show that I'm better than you.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a big mistake for young couple. They try to change each other. You know, when you're older, you understand. All people different. You know, just like don't try to change each other. I'm sorry, babe.
No.
That's it.
No, it's enough. It's beautiful. So we love you guys. Thanks so much. Thanks for being part of our family, and we're joyed to be part of your lives too.